Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here to do something that I've never done on this channel, and it's gonna be probably a really short video, but I really want to do it because I've seen people doing this on YouTube and I've been a bit obsessed and watching all those videos, and now of course I want to do my own as well. So today I'm gonna show you my grocery haul. This is another one of those things that I only realize how stupid it sounds until I say it out loud. But basically, in case you don't know, all over YouTube you have these people who go do their groceries, usually in America, or at least all the ones I've seen they are in America. So they go to a specific supermarket, they do their groceries, and then basically they display everything on top of the kitchen counter, and they record and show what they got, what are they gonna do with the things, and how much they spent. And it's basically a way of, I don't know, sharing tips and tricks on how to save money in groceries. I don't really know what's the point of these things, but for some reason lately I've been really enjoying watching those videos online, and it also made me want to go to the actual supermarket and buy the things. You know, I'm a big fan of online shopping and online grocery shopping and home delivery and all that, and that's the way we always do our groceries. We usually do one big purchase a month and it just gets delivered to our house, and that's how we do our groceries. However, I'm interested in knowing if we would actually save some money by doing groceries, the shopping ourselves, and by doing it like every week, maybe not every 7 days, but like every week and a bit, whatever, and just go to the supermarket and buy whatever we need, but buying the correct quantities instead of buying for a whole month. So I'm just curious to see which option would be cheaper. Also because by going to the supermarket myself, I can go to Lidl, and everyone knows Lidl is cheap. Very cheap. And when I do it online, Lidl, unfortunately, they don't do home deliveries. So I cannot do that, which means that when I do online grocery shopping, I need to use other supermarkets, which will of course be more expensive than Lidl, even though it saves me the effort of going there. So I'm gonna try and keep up with this for a whole month so I can compare the two totals. I'm gonna keep the receipts and all that and compare the whole total of what I would get by going to Lidl every week, 4 times a month probably, or 3, or by getting everything in one go with the other slightly more expensive supermarket, and see how much of each thing I can get and what's the price, and basically just try and figure out which one is the cheapest way of doing groceries. What else can I tell you? The things I bought today, I didn't buy anything in a whim. Actually, I'm lying. I bought one thing in a whim, but everything else I had it in my grocery list. I did meal planning. I decided what I'm gonna cook this week. I saw what I needed to buy and what I already had at home, and I tried as much as possible include the things I already had at home, so I didn't have to buy those again. And then I did my grocery list, and I stick to that list so well. I'm so proud of myself, especially because I'm really hungry, and you all know that when someone goes to the supermarket and we're hungry, it never turns out well. But I did very well. I'm gonna show you. I have these 2 bags with me. It doesn't seem like a lot, but trust me, it's a lot. These bags are very big and they're very full. So now I'm gonna do what people do on those videos, and I'm just gonna put everything on the countertop, and then I'm gonna show you what I got, how much of each, and what I intend to do with each thing. And yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Here's everything that I bought. As you can see, there's some stuff over there, some stuff over here. I bought everything mostly in Lidl, and there I spent $34.72, so nearly £35. And then I was looking for some coconut for a recipe that I want to do, some dried coconut, desiccated. I don't really know how to say this in English, but they didn't have it in Lidl. I tried going to Waitrose. It was sold out as well. I don't know, everyone is cooking with coconut nowadays. So then I went to Tesco, and then I got it there. It was on sale. It was 1 for 2 or 2 for $2.50, so I bought 2 obviously, and I spent $2.50. So the total for all this that you're seeing here, it was around £37. So not bad. It is a lot of things. It might not look like it's a lot, but I'm gonna show you and everything I'm gonna do with this, and there's a few meals that I'm gonna be able to do out of this. So let's get started. Here I have some shampoos and whatever. I didn't buy this in any of the supermarkets. I bought it in Boots, because in the supermarkets here in the UK there's not many options for shampoos and whatever, and in Boots they have sales going on all the time and you can accumulate points and all that, so I always try to get my shampoos and like shower stuff in there. So I got a conditioner and a shampoo. They were both on sale, half price. Tresemme is a really expensive brand, so I only buy it when it's half price. And I believe each one of these containers was $2.50, so a perfectly normal price for shampoo and conditioner. I got a bottle of contact lens solution and a small can of dry shampoo. This is the one I use when I go to work because it's 100 mils. So if you are going on a plane and you need to take some dry shampoo with you, then you know this one is 50 mils and is really small can. You can see it in my hand. So it doesn't really take any space in the liquids bag. Now, moving on to the supermarket. Like I said, mostly everything is from Lidl. So you're gonna see lots of Lidl's brands in here. I bought some makeup pads made out of cotton. And yes, I know this is not environmentally friendly, but I've tried using the ones that you can wash and reuse again. And I didn't like them because I use waterproof makeup, as I need my makeup to last like 15 hours at a time. And because of that, when I was using the reusable ones, I would have to really rub my face in, and it would hurt my skin. Like my skin would get red and very sensitive, so I didn't like it. I've tried several times and it just didn't agree with me and the kind of makeup that I need to use, because otherwise it doesn't last. So I have to use disposable ones because I'm sorry, but they are softer. They are softer, I'm sorry. Then I bought 2 bags of pasta, some penne and some conchigli, I don't know, like the ones that look like little shells. These were not the exact types I was looking for, the recipes I'm going to cook, but they didn't have the ones I wanted. And I mean, pasta is pasta, everything's the same. So I just bought these ones because they would have like the approximate size of what I needed. I bought a bag of potatoes. Whenever possible, I try not to buy fruit and veg bagged. Sometimes it's not possible because it's not available without being bagged, but when possible, I try to. And Lidl sells this, it's like a net, like a fine net bag. It's a pack of 2. I don't know how much they cost. Let's find out. It's 49p for a bag of 2 of these. So I bought them today and I use them straight away because otherwise there's no point really. So I'm just gonna empty them once I'm done and I'm gonna keep them in the car for next time. So some potatoes in there, some bagels. We prefer the ones with sesame seeds, but Lidl doesn't have them. They only have the plain ones, and I didn't know at the time that I was gonna be going to other supermarkets because otherwise I would have gotten sesame seeds in there. Some frozen peas. This is Lidl's brand. It's called Simply. It's really, really cheap. I don't know what's the point of buying branded peas, because I mean, peas is peas and they always go mixed with something else. So whatever. The Simply brand only had the garden ones, which is the really tiny, tiny ones. I don't care. It's peas. Then I bought 2 packs of salmon. This is, well, the cheapest brand. I don't remember how much they cost, but there's like 2 fillets in each one. I've never in my life as an adult, I've never cooked salmon. And in Portugal, whenever my parents cook salmon, we use frozen salmon. So this is going to be interesting. But the recipe that I was going to cook asked for this, so here they are. I also got some chicken thigh fillets. There's like 7 or 8 of them in here. Whatever, a lot of them. That's for another recipe. Then I have some ham. Lots and lots of ham. Like, look at the size of this thing. It's like the family pack. Some ham and some cheese as well. A huge package of cheese. This is to make sandwiches during the week. Josh likes having sandwiches for lunch, or toasties, ham and cheese toasties. So there's go. Should last an entire week, all this. We still have some bread, and so I didn't buy some bread. Then what else? I bought some mustard, because one of the recipes I'm cooking asked for mustard. And do you know what I knew about mustard? Absolutely nothing. And there was like 10 different types of mustard. And I don't know. I got this one because it was cheap. And it says it's English mustard. So I don't know anything about mustard. But there you go. I bought 6 eggs. I tend not to buy eggs unless if I actually need them, because I never use eggs unless if a recipe asks for it. So they always end up in the fridge for months, and then they end up in the bin, obviously. So I bought 6 because something that I was going to cook, I think, required for 6 eggs. I don't know anymore, but it was on my shopping list, 6 eggs. So I got 6 eggs. Then here's the coconut that I had to go to the other side of the city to get. Coconut. What else? Oh, when I went to Waitrose to look for coconut, I couldn't find it. They didn't have it, but they had the Lotus Biscoff spread. And why did I buy this, you may ask? This was the only thing that I bought that was not on my shopping list. I bought this because last week when Filippo was here, we made a Lotus Biscoff cake. And he asked for spread, and we didn't know it was a thing, but then we Googled and we realized it was, but we didn't buy it. And today when I was looking for this, for the coconut, in the baking section, they had this, and it was actually on sale. So I think this whole jar cost like £1.50, and I'm really curious to see what it tastes like, and I assume it's gonna go well in pancakes and stuff like that. So whatever. This is from Waitrose and this is from Tesco. And now back. Oh, this is from Waitrose as well. This is the granola I like on my smoothie bowls. You know, I've talked about it in some other video. I don't know which video is gonna come out first, probably this one, but I'm obsessed with smoothie bowls, and I bought this as well with Felipe and I really like it. My favorite part about this granola is that it has no seeds. It's just coconut, chocolate, and whatever granola is made out of, but it doesn't have like pistachio nuts, I don't know, peanuts, I don't know. It doesn't have nuts. I hate nuts, and this doesn't have nuts, so this is why I like it. When I bought the first bag, I really, really liked it, so I got another one. Now, back to the Lidl shopping. I got a huge bottle of Canadian maple syrup. This is as well for the smoothie bowls. I like putting some maple syrup on top of it, and we're running low. And oh my god, like Lidl sells this huge bottle for so cheap. I don't remember how much it was, but like less than £1, I believe. And it's made out of glass, I think. Like here on top it sounds like plastic. No, it's glass. It's made out of glass, so it's good. It doesn't really pollute the environment. Just don't forget to recycle it. I got 2 cans of condensed milk. One of them is for a recipe for the dessert where I needed the coconut for. But then I also thought that condensed milk would go very well in my smoothie bowls instead of the maple syrup. So I got 2, and then we'll try it. And I believe I said everything from here. So now let's move on to the other side. In here I got a bunch of fruit for my smoothie bowls. So I got some peaches. They were on like sale, as in like they're probably close to expiry. I don't know, but they were on like on the reduced section for peaches. They look perfectly fine. They smell very good, which I assume means they're also very, very nice. I believe they say ripen at home, but they're probably already very ripen, and that's why they were selling for so cheap. Anyway, it was like £1 for 4 of them. So I got that. I got some kiwis. I'm not a big fan of regular kiwis. I prefer the golden ones, but they didn't have it, so I got some regular ones, and here's the second bag from that pack. I got a few bananas. Again, I chose the bananas without a bag in them, and I just like throw them like this in the shopping bag. Doesn't matter. Like these ones, I prefer to have them in a bag, but these ones, like, it doesn't matter. Some lemon. Again, I tried to get them without the little net, but they didn't have them. They only had lime without the net. They didn't have loose lemon, so I got this pack of 3. Something I'm cooking also requires some lemon zest, and some lemon juice, so I got that. I had to interrupt the recording because literally the mailman just rang the doorbell to deliver this package. So let's put that on the side and go back to what I was saying. So lemon, I already spoke about this. Then what else? All these fruits are basically for the smoothie bowls that I've been obsessed with, you know. So I got some raspberries. I'm not the biggest fan of raspberries, but they're supposed to be good for you. And in the UK, they're not expensive at all. This was like, I don't know, £1.60. Okay, it's still not as cheap as banana, but it's not as expensive as it's in Portugal, for instance. So, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I got them, and probably with maple syrup on top, they will be okay, even though I'm not the biggest fan. Whatever. Strawberries. Strawberries, they are really expensive in the UK. That's something I don't understand. This is so cheap, and this is so expensive. And in Portugal, it's the other way around. So, this little box of 250 grams was like, I don't know, £3? It's really expensive, isn't it? Whatever, but I love strawberries in my smoothie bowls, so I had to get them. And sometimes they have bigger boxes for cheaper, but the bigger box today was so expensive. And then I got some grapes. They are seedless, like most grapes in the UK. It's like in the UK we have the same price for seedless or non-seedless, so I don't know why someone would prefer the non-seedless ones. Anyway, I got some black grapes. This is a huge box. How much is this? 500 grams of grapes. This is gonna last me for ages, and they are usually very good in the UK as well. Then I got some puff pastry already made because I'm lazy. This is the thing that it's used to make like the, what's the name of this thing? Palmiers. But I'm gonna use it for some other dessert with the condensed milk and the coconut shreds. I think it's that recipe that I'm using it for. I don't even know anymore. I got some butter, dairy-free. So it's like margarine, I guess. I don't know. It's dairy-free, it's vegan. I got it because last time we got this one and it was alright. And this thing is actually the same price as the regular butter, so why not? Then I got a big bottle of milk for Josh. This is just regular semi-skimmed milk. And how much is this? 2 liters. Welcome to the UK. And then I bought some milk for me. I'm lactose intolerant, so I drink lactose-free milk. And that is it, guys. All this for under £40. I think I did very well, under £40 for all this. It's not bad at all. I mean, look at all this. And I have the meal of the salmon, there's the meal of the chicken breasts, there's a whole week of sandwiches for Josh, there's a dessert, there's all the fruit that it's obviously expensive, fruit and veg are all expensive, and all that for my smoothie bowls. That's some other meal that I was gonna cook. Oh, I was gonna cook empadão, and I already had the mince. I was just missing some potatoes, and that's why they're there. And there's something else that I was gonna cook. There's like chicken with rice and peas, something like that, a new recipe I haven't tried, and so I got the peas, but I already had the chicken and I already had the rice. So basically I just tried to use the most amount of things I already had at home. And there's something else as well for the pasta. I don't remember what it was, but some other recipe with pasta. I don't remember, but I had my meal plan, and this is all I was missing. And this is supposed to give me like 6 meals, maybe even 7, because then obviously there's leftovers, and we always eat the leftovers. I don't agree with throwing leftovers in the bin. So we always save them, and then eventually, if it's enough for the next day to have again 2 full meals, we'll do that. If not, the next day I'll just cook something else, and whenever I have a little bit of many things, we just mix everything together on the plate, and we just have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. So we never throw leftovers in the bin. We always keep them. Even if we're going away, I just freeze everything. You know, I like freezing stuff. So even already made meals, I just throw them in a box, in a container, and I freeze them. So in this household, we don't believe in food waste. All this is gonna give me 6, 7, maybe even 8 meals. I don't know, counting with all the leftovers, obviously. So under £40 for all this, I think it's very positive, especially considering I got all this fruit, which is obviously expensive. So this is the first week of my meal planning. I'm gonna try editing this video and posted it still today. And so let me know in the comments if you would like to see the rest of the month of the meal planning. We're now at the end of January, so it's not going to be like, I don't know, the whole February. Well, technically it is, because this is going to be for February. Whatever, I don't know, like a whole month of groceries, but done in separate goes. So let me know if every time I go to the supermarket you want to see one of these grocery hauls and me talking about what I got or not. Let me know that, and let me know if you want to see as well me preparing the meals, especially because I'm trying some new meals. I'm going to use my bimby, my Thermomix in the UK as they call it, to cook all this. So let me know if, one, you want to see more grocery hauls, and second, if you want to see meal planning, like actual cooking the food and telling you the recipe and what I thought and all that. Let me know all that, and yeah, if you want to see both or just one or neither, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!